G'day, Gail from Woolswap. How you're going? Hope you've had a good week. Welcome to episode 42. It's an exciting episode this week because I'm going to announce the giveaway winner from last week, where I'm giving away some Pearl Soho yarn and a Woolswap notebook. So stay tuned because that'll be at the end of the video. So you'll get to see who the lucky winner is. Okay, so today I wanted to actually do put together a Woolswap parcel for you, so to give you some hints and tips on what to look for, because the current round of Woolswap is closed now, and I'm in the process of matching everyone up for the March round. So I thought it would be ideal that I did a video, just a quick little video to give you kind of some ideas of what you could put in your Woolswap parcel. And yeah, so I'll get straight into that. So what I suggest, the biggest thing to do is once you get your email with your Woolswap partner details, you need to look through it, and because in there they will put their yarn preferences, colours, anything extra that they're interested in, and then some of their interests. So just check that out first, and then I'd contact them. And then the first thing that I do when I'm a Woolswapper is I have a look at their form, and that gives me an idea, and I just write down a few notes like the colours, like they might like red or pinks or blues, so I write that down. And then they might want 4-ply, or they might want DK weight or worsted weight, so I'll make a note of that. And then I will just read through it and see what their other interests is. Like they might be a fan of Disney, or they might like unicorns, or other kind of like bumblebees and stuff like that. So I always make a note of those little things, because that helps me when I'm looking to purchase anything, or if I'm going through my stash. That gives me an idea of something that I can put together. So I then contact my partner, so that's very important. Part of Woolswap is the communication, so make sure you do that. And then you can ask further questions. So I always have a little checklist of asking, do they like savoury or sweet treats? How many skeins of yarn? Now, how many skeins of yarn is very important. The minimum requirement is 100 grams, but as you've probably seen on all the posts I post on Instagram and social media, that most people do more than that. So I myself personally, I always start off with saying I want to do between 4 and 5 skeins, because I kind of think it's like a project size. So, and then I see what my Woolswapper, whether they want to do that or not. 9 times out of 10 they do. Sometimes they don't, so I'm quite happy with that. And I have done swaps where I've just sent 1 skein of yarn, and I'm very happy with that as well. So so as you can see, communication is the biggest part of Woolswap. So I would start off with those, and then you can once you've kind of got a feel for your Woolswap and you've had a few chats and stuff, you'll be able to then go hunting for stuff, whether you want to check out all the vendors that very kindly offer you a discount as well. Don't forget to use those. Or you might have something in your stash, or you can go and find little treats for them. I always like hunting down. Another big place I go to, because I'm in Australia, if I'm sending overseas, I like to kind of do an Australian theme. So I like going to, I'm lucky because I live close to city and we have a big giant souvenir shop. So I do pop in there every now and again and see if I can find stuff like tea towels or anything that kind of has an Australian theme to it. So I like to include that. So I thought I'd kind of just put one together. So some ideas. So obviously the yarn is the main thing. So like I said, I try to do between 4 and 5 skeins of yarn. So for example, I've just gone through my stash, and here's just some random skeins that I've picked together. So I can go through them. Oh, this one's a really old one from Fiber Lily. I don't even know if she still makes this colorway. Georgetown Tea. It's beautiful. It's kind of like, just got speckles like reds and pinks and maroons. It's lovely. You can see that. And I do notice Fiber Lily has been missing in action for a wee while, but I think she's just moved, and I did see an email come through today where she's back. So yeah, you can go check out Fiber Lily. She's an Australian dye. These were just random out of my stash. So, and here's another one, Woolloomooloo, also an Australian dye, and this is so soft, I can't even explain it. So this is 80% merino, 20% nylon. Twist sock. I am kind of a big fan of the twist. I just like the definition when you knit it up. So this one's called Doubtful. Yeah. And the other thing to check too with your wool swapper is, do they want all the same color? Like if it's for a project, or do they want, you know, 4 or 5 random skeins? I'm easy. A few swaps that I've done, I have actually thought about a project and gone, yep, I need 4 skeins for that. Just you pick the color. Here's my list of the colors that I like. And yeah, so that's kind of exciting too, if you want to just do project based, or if you are like me, happy just to get the odd 1 or 2 skeins if you knit socks or whatever, or add them to your scrappy blankets, that's good too. So here's another one. This is Long Dog yarn from the States, and this color is Grace. This is 75% superwash merino wool, and this has a bit of a twist in it too, like that high twist, so I do like that. So yeah. And the other one that just came out was Old Rusted Chair, which is another one of my favorites from the States. And this is Still Light, like these colorings. So those were just random ones. So that's my kind of my yarn sorted for my wool swapper. So I'll just pop them over there. And so some other things I would pop in is I would find out if they like savoury or sweet, and I always kind of, because I'm in Australia, I always pop in a packet of Tim Tams, which are chocolate covered biscuits that are so yummy and very Australian, or, you know, chocolates, lollies, and then if it's savoury, you know, something different. Yeah, you can, the world's your oyster, really. And then I also do tea or coffee. Now I'm a big, I love doing tea. I do drink coffee and tea, but I do like trying all different teas. And so I'll try and find like stuff like this, which is like an Australian tea. And then also notebooks. Sometimes I'll chuck in a Woolswap one, or if not, I will find, like if someone likes llamas or something, I'll find a notebook that has a llama on it. Or if they're after a specific type of notebook, you know, like if it's a grid one or lined or blank, or, you know, they want to do it for designing purposes or whatever. So, and then little scissors is always a good one. These are little snip ones, octopus snips, these ones are. These are just examples. So I have been sent some really beautiful scissors over my time as running Woolswap and being a Woolswapper myself. So scissors, little scissors are good. And then I found these in I do have a little box of goodies that I just put aside when I come across, when I'm out shopping and stuff, to put in for my Woolswap. And I found these little garment knit labels. They're kind of cute. You can sew them on. Knitted by, let's say, knitted with love by and knitted for you by. They're kind of cute. Also I got these. These are like needle stoppers, so they're kind of cute, from Rainbows and Sprinkles. They're kind of cool. And these are just random knitting needles, obviously. But before you do the knitting needles, just check with them what brand they might like or what size, whether they want circular or they want double pointed. But yeah, needles is a good one. Sometimes I put needles on my list because I'm always running out of needles. So your knitting needles. Other things can be like stitch markers, you know, project keepers, project bags. Project bags is a good one. I always try and find some really cool project bag makers out there on Etsy. This one I was given and thing. And also knitting themed enamel pins. I wonder if you can see that there. They're always good too. Yeah, and sometimes I do like hand creams, body creams, if they're into other crafting things. Like somebody I recently swapped with was into making quilts, so I went and found some of those squares, you know, the quilt squares that you can buy at the dressmaking store. So I thought, oh, that'd be kind of cool. They can add it to their project or to a quilt. If they're into letter writing, sometimes I'll pop in letter writing. So yeah, so it's really up to you to make sure that you read your partner details and also communicate with your partner and get to know them. And there have been some instances of late where people aren't communicating, and I get that. People just want to join but don't want to communicate. If that does happen, just always remember to drop me a line as soon as, send me an email as soon as you find out kind of about that, so I can kind of see what's going on for you, because I'm only here happy to help, because that's part of my process with Woolswap, is I just don't send out the Woolswap details to you and then forget you. So yeah, so don't forget, I'm always at the end of an email. And yeah, so, and also you can also gift patterns on Ravelry, or you could, you know, print one off and send it, but I think most people like to be gifted them, and that way it's in the digital form. I quite often like doing that because a lot of people have a wish list on Ravelry, and if it's anything like mine, actually I cleared mine not long ago, but I did have about 200 on there, and it's just like, there's no way I'm gonna knit all those, so I cleared them and started afresh. So that's always a good idea. So yeah, and if anyone's got any other ideas or things you think are great, if you've been a wool swapper, or even if you haven't and you come up with something, comment below. Let me know, because then I can pass that on to in another video to everyone. Yeah, so it's basically up to you, but yeah, just have some fun with it. That's the whole part of Woolswap, really, is just having fun and getting to know some other yarny loving folks from either your own country or a different country. So yeah, so anyone who is watching today is in the March round. You will be getting your Woolswapper out over the next few days. So just keep an eye out for an email from Woolswap, and yeah, so exciting. This is the best part. I love it because I personally read every single registration that comes in, and so it's not computer generated or anything. So yeah, so I try my best to try and match you up accordingly. Most times I get it right. Sometimes I do get it wrong though, so which is only natural, but yeah, so stay tuned for keep an eye out in your emails. And yeah, so I also wanted to say a big thank you to all my new subscribers. So welcome to Woolswap, and all the people that commented on last week's video and who went into the draw for the giveaway. And yeah, it's much appreciated. So again, if you are new and you like what you see and you want to see more, make sure you hit that subscribe button and comment below just to say hello, because I'd like to hear from you. I try to answer everyone's comment where I can, so yeah, keep that up. So okay, without further ado, I will announce the winner of the giveaway. Now, this was drawn earlier on. I did the draw before I came on to record. So the winner of this beautiful Pearl Soho yarn and a lovely Woolswap notebook is going to go to, now I hope I'm pronouncing your name correctly, but the winner is Anvita Sinha. So Anvita, I will be shooting you an email very soon, so look out for that. So I'll need to contact you so that you can send me your address, and wherever you are in the world, I'll pop it in the post to you. And thank you everyone again for entering, and just keep popping back on here because randomly I'll do another one, probably once a month. No set dates or anything for it, but yeah, I like to do it once a month. So yeah, so thank you for supporting Woolswap. It's much appreciated, and it just continues to help my small little business grow. Okay, so that's it today. So I hope you all have a lovely week, and you have fun doing all your crafty stuff like your knitting, sewing, or crocheting, weaving, spinning, anything that you're into. And just remember, stay safe, be well, and I will catch you next week. Bye.